before we got started, but we can now get started. It is Ireland versus Scotland in the first ever Women's World Team Shootout. And that's really big news because, as we said in our intro, this is something that the girls have been pushing for. As soon as they saw it last year for the men, they were like, we want a part of that. And Ireland and Scotland get to have their part in it. It's Megan Randall first to the table for Ireland to kick us off. Wants that to hold, and the first mistake in the match comes in. Cue ball in hand then for Scotland and Rachel Bowie.
Yeah, good morning everyone. Really looking forward to World Team Shootout and in the ladies section as well. The ladies have been pushing for this and great to see it's now happening. All the fun of the fair here. When they found out there was golden breaks and golden ducks and 6 red shootouts and all sorts in play in this match, they were all very excited, but as we just said, be careful what you wish for. They're going to be bang under it. Could be a time foul here.
Cool.
Just about.
The composure for Rachel there was really impressive.
I would wager this is the first time she has ever played on a 30-second shot clock. Wait till we get to the 15, which we'll have for the final 10 minutes of the match.
Yeah, so worth pointing out, what we're looking at here is a race to 10 frames. Whether we get there or not, we don't know. We are on a 40-minute match clock. Oh, hell of a shot from Rachel Bowie, but she's digging here. Great double, but what do you do now? Couldn't quite sneak through, so Megan Randall gets a good chance here for Ireland.
This is a good chance. I think she's just come a little bit straight here. Could have done with leaving the cue ball 6 inches shorter where she has, so it tracks down naturally. Well, because she was a little bit straight, tried to force it, and that brings in the miss. Got away with it though, knocking that yellow awkward. You get the sense, and it will be like this throughout the whole competition, whether it's the men's or ladies event. The first frame, the first couple of frames are going to be huge. Yes, it's a best of 10 frame match. I think highly unlikely we're going to see any matches get towards the 10th frame. So the match clock, getting in front, it's all very important.
That's a pretty good safety from Megan Randall.
Also opens up a bad ball for her.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, time for Megan to go. And these are all there.
Megan is typically how would you describe her? A steady player, not slow, but you notice when she's down on the shot, she likes her feathers, likes to take her time on that. You don't get that time in this game.
No, you can see already, down to, well, just about 7 seconds. And it's quicker than she naturally wants to take, but I think we're going to find that for all the women in action, to be honest. All Rachel can do is watch on and hope to get back to the table, but right now that doesn't look likely. These are perfectly laid out for Megan.
Yeah, you can't pause the match clock to swat a fly away, sadly. That might catch a few out later as the day draws on.
I'd say it's very noticeable. All the team championships we've seen so far, and we've seen plenty of it, and the individuals, all been 45 seconds a shot. The difference it makes, that extra 15 seconds off, is huge. We've seen it with the evolution of Ultimate Pool. We've seen it with the shootouts. We've seen it, that difference between 30 and 15. It's taken players time to get used to the 30 seconds, let alone the 15. And for all the players, especially in the women's shootout, it's going to be that getting used to that 30 seconds. And then obviously the 15 could be, well, let's be honest, could be carnage out there. Oh, just for a second, I thought she'd gone in off.
Yeah, just got enough into the cue ball. I think the natural was in off there. Just got the screw into the bottom of the cue ball to get it just south of that middle pocket.
Rachel stood up to get a good view of this one. She's invested, ready to get out there. She thinks she might get a chance.
In the pot goes. How's your 8 ball? Oh, how's your cue ball? Oh, Megan. Disaster strikes for Ireland. I don't think Megan gave any consideration to that cue ball potentially going up that far to the table. I think she's just thinking, pot the ball and I'll have a shot.
Yeah, exactly that.
Oh, not another one.
Here. Oh, wow.
Exactly the same, I think, there for Rachel. But here's your chance. Here's for 1-0. In it goes for Scotland. And her teammates love it as well. And right now, Wendy Ellis hits her first break off in the match. And it's going to be a chance for the other Randall sister. This is Carrie. And she's at the table with first poke for Ireland in this one. Already 8 minutes taken off that match clock. That is the ticking clock to watch. Keep an eye on the shot clock, yes. That'll sort of take care of itself shot by shot here. Lovely opening shot from Carrie. But that match clock, that's the one that can really just get away from you out of nowhere.
Well, I was suddenly thinking that myself. That first frame took about 8 minutes. That match clock is 40 when we start. It gets away quickly. Also worth pointing out that going by the World Team Championships that we've had running, both Ireland and Scotland look very unlikely to make it through to the semi-final stage. Scotland are bottom of the table. Ireland need, well, a miracle in the final match. They need Wales to lose, I think, 15-0. Even then, I don't think it's enough. I haven't done the full calculations, but Ireland will be marginal favourites for this match.
How about that? Is she on the next ball, though? I don't think she is.
You can see the one in the triangle area very thin, but that's about it.
We should be clattering into those reds on the right side of the table. Needs a nudge here, Carrie Randall. Try to control it by playing it as thick as possible. Just catches the near jaw. A couple of players there in the background who knew a thing or two about a shootout. Shane Thompson and Carl Sutton. Fired in the pot there, did Wendy Ellis. Don't know what that red did to her, but didn't like it.
Table 2.
Not going to hang about. That's what happens as well. That you tend to find that quite a bit with when you're out there on a clock that you think is ultra quick. You almost play quicker than you think you have to. But actually, she played both of those on about 5 seconds, and 30 seconds. You've got time to at least think, as we can see that here with Carrie.
All right then, Carrie, how's your 3-ball plant? I think that's what she's taking on here. Oh, she had the 2-ball. It's a great effort.
Yeah,
didn't know she could make the 2-ball, but that was a great effort from Carrie.
She's got that bottom left-hand corner sewn up. There's not much on here for Wendy. I think she needs to find some sort of safety, although that's not bad. Now he's pot the one bottom right
Yeah.
and fire into the problem. What a shot that is. And
Here we
she
go.
can really go now.
I think the reds on the right side are still a little bit of an issue. She
think
can
you can
land on
make
the double.
You can make a plant if you can get down underneath it.
Won't get that far, or will she? She will. It keeps on digging.
Well, they're not a plant now.
Table 7, Zoe, Kevin François. Table 6, Say Awad, Akhtar Sayali.
A lovely shot there from Carrie Randall. And yellows are all here. Would have loved to have died that one in a little bit, been a bit closer to her work.
That might be awkward. I think she might just have the angle on the top one just to go on and off the left-hand cushion. The bottom one, I think, is a problem. Yeah, she's taking the top one just to the angle she needs. Oh, it was the angle she needed, but she's missed the pot. Shootout pool puts you under it like nothing else.
Smile on the face of Carrie Randall. She's enjoying herself out there, even in the midst of all the chaos. I've spoken to a few of the girls here this week, and the attitude really is just embrace the chaos.
I think that's the word. All right, time to get this one on the board, tie the scores up.
Leaves herself nice and straight in on the 8 ball. In it goes. Carrie Randall fired up. That's the best break we've seen hit out the 3 so far, and wouldn't you know it, therefore it is dry. But this is it's a wide open split at least.
Yeah, just a couple of awkward balls on both colour sets.
Yeah, Louise was rushed there, and the shot clock hadn't actually reset. Feel a bit for her.
Yeah, she's just played on like a 3-second shot clock on that one.
Made the pot though.
Yeah, no problems at all. Double. If this double goes in, then she's got the frame at her mercy, but just double kiss squeezed on it. Yeah, and this is what we see. I mean, Katie's just played that on 5 seconds. You almost rush when you're not used to playing at 30 seconds a shot. We've got more time than you think.
But this is ultimately, this is the proving ground. This is the learning experience.
Oh,
all of our players on the Ultimate Pool Women's Series have had their first year really this year of extended exposure on the shot on the match clock, and you cannot get used to it without just playing on it.
Yeah,
it's such a different experience.
And we've seen that on repeat with everybody that's had to experience this for the first time. It's just a common theme that everyone has struggled.
Second goal, table 11,
She's got her angles there wrong, Case. She actually made that yellow worse.
Yeah, if she gets near the double, actually she might take a little bit of control in the frame, but now she's caused herself a major headache. These reds all go. Can Louise just steady herself to knock them in? Just about on the one on the right-hand side here. Decides to pull back, and reds are the colour set here right now, so looking in good shape. Because of what Katie did on her last shot, putting that yellow in an awkward position, she's going to struggle to get out from here. That really does help. Putting a ball over a pocket's normally not great, but it sort of does help on this occasion. It was very hard to play the loss of turn. It was a good effort, but hard to get that thin enough to then make the yellow.
Or can Katie pot this yellow and move that red out the way? No, is the answer.
Well,
Katie's really playing it a lick.
yeah, I think she's very worried about this 30 seconds a shot, and yeah, she might yet get to play at 15.
Could she play this yellow off the 8-ball, I wonder? Oh, won't forget to... Oh, my apologies. Ignore that. It's going to be a long day if I'm getting the colours mixed up early on.
Yeah, don't you
Great
worry.
shot from Louise.
Shootout Paul gets to the commentators as well. Now we've got a
They're even on the scoreboard as well, the colours. I cannot get that wrong. A concerning start.
Key shot here for Katie. She's got to get above this red. Oh. Just about to reach the halfway point in this match. And Katie may have just given the initiative here to Scotland because this red goes off the yellow.
Louise is a really solid player. I've liked whenever I've seen her play. She's got a lovely angle here to go into that red. It's just been made awkward, but actually, think she's got an angle to come into it. Might be a bit straight.
If she hasn't, then maybe the double nails the play. Depends how much angle she has got. She did have a little bit, but now she's in trouble. Just got into that way too much.
Katie Kidder looks like she's enjoying herself. Her first experience of shootout pool. Well, it's not a bad result for Louise.
Yeah, this will not come easy.
You're Katie here, you're playing the long double up to the top left.
I was thinking more about bumping the yellow over the bottom left and hiding a white behind the 8. Problem with that shot is that she's left a double on the red. I'd have wanted to try and keep the cue ball at the bottom end of the table. It's not an easy shot here for Louise, but there is a shot on.
Close. Katie gambled, said You're not making this double, and I'll cash in if you don't. Well, here's the chance then for Ireland's Katie Kiernan.
Oh, she thought she was going into the yellow. Should be able to get a good snooker here.
Should mention as well that unlike the Team World Championship, pretty sure that conversation is fully allowed between the players. Yeah, so
yeah, completely.
I just wonder if one of the Ireland girls just says, "Katie, you got a bit more time." Because that shot there, for example, I don't think Katie misses that snooker. She just takes 5 seconds to properly line it up.
Well, the fact she's taking longer on this one, but maybe someone has just said something. She just seems a little bit more composed on this shot.
Pretty good cue ball. Would have been a worldy part. Not left Louise much. Oh, how's the result? It's not great.
Well, I think we've reached do or die stakes here for Katie, because you feel if this goes in, she'll win the frame. If she misses it, she should lose the frame. Now the 8-ball's been popped out. Huge shot in the context of this match.
Brilliant shot. And here's a chance to win the frame. And in it goes. Katie Kiernan gets the victory. She's pumped up.
So Scotland up against it with 16 minutes to go, and the cue ball straight in. And this is actually a really nice split. If Danielle can just steady herself and find one good pot to start, the way these yellows are lined up is very nice. I think she's going to take on the reds. Actually, the reds aren't too bad. If you pop open the plant first shot, the reds actually, yeah, I can get on board with reds here. Just didn't quite consider the next ball, played the plant to get the colour set. Ideally being straight in on the red to the right centre, the one in the top half would have been perfect.
Shots. Deserves a shot there, yeah, gets one.
Great nudge. That was the ball I'd have wanted to have played on and just overhit the shot, but that is perfect now. Maybe nothing on now. Might just be able to see the red by the 8-ball. These yellows are still good.
Oh, they were there.
Missing that though just knocks those two reds really awkward. Quite often happens in pool when you get a good early chance and it doesn't happen, and the balls can go awkward on you. And that's what's happened here for Danielle. She had a good chance to start with. So cue ball in hand, there's anything you can do with those two reds. Not sure that little nudge has helped. Don't think either of those reds will plant. Might just have to play a cannon.
I had a little word with Natalie before we got going today, and she said, "You ultimate pool lot. Are you paying us?" I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "Well, we're unpaid actors in this drama and comedy, aren't we?" Oh, that's a bad one. Just had a nudge. Scotland aren't on anything.
I'll tell you what, though, we're now under 2 minutes away from the final 10 minutes and 15 seconds a shot. You think 30's tough, you wait. And the transition from 30 to 15 gets everybody, no matter how experienced they are.
Danielle's got a shot here. This red goes, and the reds at the bottom will link up if it does. Oh, chance. Good chance as well for Scotland. Wry smile from Danielle.
Excellent pot. Can Natalie just put a little bit of composure on this and steady herself? I think what we've seen so far is all 6 girls that have been in action. Sorry, 8 girls that have been in action. Just struggled with the kind of situation to get any sort of normal rhythm going. That's very understandable.
Great ball flying.
Not sure she's left anything on. Another thing that happens when you're out there under pressure from the match and shot clock situation is that you end up trying to pot more. Sometimes the safety is a good option.
15-second shot clock. And Danielle's in here. Two good shots away. One shot away.
Huge shot.
And calls the extension. That's why it's good to have one at this juncture. In it goes, and Danielle Greasley gets the victory in this Irish team as the anchor. But I did think when that order was submitted, there was a very good chance that Sandra could be playing on a 15-second shot clock, and here she is. All the best, Sandra.
Yeah.
I can tell you they are timing it manually out in the arena. We're having some issues with our scoreboard, but the referee Scott Price and his timer out there are working together to make sure Sandra is kept on the clock.
It does make it slightly trickier because you don't get any visual cues, you just get the verbal cues of the final 5 seconds.
Our opponent is Kelly Louise Gray, who can really have a decent go at these reds, you know.
You feel she needs to get them as well. 3-1 behind now. That match clock is getting away.
Oh,
That'll do.
Yeah.
What a gap. Got plenty of angle to track back up to the one at the top of the table. Just natural. Float the gap. Oh, I got into it too much.
Teammates giving her a little bit of stick. She's going to have to hit an unbelievable shot here. Not just a double, but the cue ball was so tough there.
Sandra can just start to do a little bit of clock management here as well. They are 3-1 in front, the Irish ladies. 7 minutes left on the clock. Okay, that feels like a long run to the line, but you can do a little bit of clock management. Don't chase it unless it's there, although it is there now.
All right, Sandra, now you got to go.
Can you see the red above the 8 ball here? I think so. Yeah, just drop it through. Red does go bottom right.
Worth pointing out that if Kelly can win this frame that she's now favourite for, there's 3-2, 5 minutes left. Chance of a 6 red shootout, anyone?
Could we get one in the very first Ladies World Team Shootout? That would be something. You feel this 8 ball needs to go in for that to be a chance, though.
I really don't think that's impossible right now. Big shot.
Well, what we've seen from Kelly so far is she's fantastic potter.
Great effort. And all of a sudden, Sandra goes slight favourite. But she's got to chain all these together. Oh, doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, very cagey player is Sandra. She's not going to change that style for the shootout. And I think that's good for the clock management for sure. But. Living on the edge. I have to say, what I like here is you've got the Australian ladies. They're in there watching, trying to get a feel for it already. They don't play for a couple of matches.
Kelly then will get the frame for Scotland. Listen to the noise for the Scots.
Well, it's getting there. It's getting close.
Oh, they knew. They knew. It is dry, though, for Rachel. And Katie here just needs to stay composed. Stay at the table for as long as possible, and you probably win the match here.
3 minutes 25 on the clock. I don't think there's any reason to keep digging here. Just shut up shop. Oh, what do I know? Just go for it now.
Yeah, go for it, Katie.
What a shot that is.
Go for it, all guns blazing.
Oh, she's the wrong side of the... Oh, she does get the extension. She's still got it. Okay, I thought she was going to get caught out.
She'd have loved just to have tucked up behind that red.
Okay, 2 minutes 46. One really bad yellow and a tough opening pot. Well, the 8-ball's gone awkward, so I'd be tempted, if I'm Katie here, just to pull back. She's going to go, but potting 4 shots, I guess that's going to use better part of a minute if she can get the cue ball to the top half of the table.
Chris, maybe that's the deck, and I'm just waiting for the table to come available. There's 2 matches at 6 all, so you won't be off.
Makes the hit. Asks the question then. 2 minutes, Rachel. 2 minutes to force a 6-red shootout.
Maybe missed a trick there. Could have tracked onto the one on the cushion, because that has to get out of the way.
We may not get that far. Oh, don't foul here, Katie. That's really key. And she hasn't. Rachel knows she's just got to fly at these. Hell of a pot. Oh, she couldn't, could she? 70 seconds. Oh, it's a great effort.
That was in.
It's a great effort. Katie's 2 pots away. She makes these. I don't think she can lose. And they link up together beautifully. She almost doesn't need to worry about the 8-ball here. Just make these 2 pots and you're home. There's one. She wants to wait until the timer says 1 here. Get down on the shot. Take your time. Or just knock him in, Katie. You know, what do I know?
Right behind this 8 as well.
And that will be the win for Ireland. 4-2. Katie Kiernan gets the deciding frame. Makes a ball, so that will ice the game for Ireland.
What a brilliant start it has been to see the shootout in all its fun and glory. First time we've seen women's pool in the shootout. It's been manic, it's been frantic, it's been everything we thought it might be. But it is Ireland that get the victory. 4 frames to 2. Ireland will take the victory in the first ever women's shootout match. Huge amount of fun.